Here's my audience. The most magical place on earth, Disney World. But I gotta say, the location isn't very magical. So I want to say that Walt Disney clearly did not think about the location when he built Disney World. If he did, it clearly would have been in Washington. That's why I'm coming to you guys today to talk about why we need to move Disney World to Washington. So today we're going to talk about how small Disney World is and how easy it's going to be to move. And we're going to talk about Washington is so boring, like what even is the state? And then we're going to talk about the weather agreeing with me. So I'd just like to say I have been to Disney World, I've been to Florida, and I've been to Washington. I think I'm a pro. I think I deserve a degree even. So let's go ahead and get started and jump right in. First of all, let's talk about this park. This park is so tiny. I mean, they only have one castle. It's only 179 feet tall. I mean, that's like small enough to put in my bedroom. Come on, what are we doing? It'll take a day to move that easy. They only have like 3 roller coasters, nothing else. So it's gonna be super easy to just pack those in a suitcase and throw it on a plane, get those there in a week. And as far as merchandise goes, they just have a couple of t-shirts and like 3 pairs of ears. So really easy, just throw that on into a little duffel bag and take it as a carry-on. It's gonna be super easy to move this park to Washington. A month tops to get everything set up in Washington. Super duper easy. Now, since the park is so small, it's pretty famous. So we're gonna move it to Washington and it is going to help the economy there. Now hear me out. The biggest town that Washington has is Seattle, and it's like smaller than Altus, Oklahoma. So it is the tiniest town ever, and they have nothing going on there. I mean, Washington State in itself has nothing. I mean, it's not like there are any movies or anything set there. It's just no one even knows where that is. So they have no tourist attractions. They have just a nothing land. I think Disney World's gonna help it out a lot. Okay, hear me out. It's not like there's any Disney parks on the West Coast anyway, so this is gonna help the economy in Washington more than anything. Now, since we found the perfect location, let's talk about why the weather agrees with me. So let's just say Florida, the humidity ruined my Instagram pictures. I couldn't even post them. Nobody believed me that I even went to Disney. My hair went poof and it just ruined it. So nobody gets to take Instagram pictures in Florida. So, I mean, that's just a moot point there. So let's just say in Washington, it never even rains, like at all. Just no rain at all whatsoever. It's gonna be absolutely perfect. And I'm just gonna finish this little part out by saying that it is always sunny in Washington, and that's the perfect park weather. And it's just overcast in Florida all the time, and it just puts a damper on your traveling plans. It's just kind of ruins your park experience. So let's just wrap this up and say that I think we need to move Disney World to Washington, and I gave you 3 good points on why. The park, itty bitty. It'll be set up in the new state in a month. The state of Washington, their economy, it's kind of failing right now. So this park is gonna help the economy there immensely. Finally, even the weather agrees with me. Okay, so Walt Disney clearly did not think this through. And if he did, he would have put it in Washington and he would have agreed with me. I think with Disney World being a globally loved park, this is the best move we can make here. So for me, the weather is what did it. I want y'all to consider all the other options I gave you. And I already have my petition. If you guys are ready, I will pass this around the room for you guys to sign and say that y'all are ready to move Walt Disney World to Washington. Thank you.